the series is tied 2-2, but you watch the games and it seems like one team is dominating part of the time, another team is dominating part. Is that just a matter of will, or
I think two good teams. I think two good teams as you go along. Quite honest, I think that we've got stronger as games went on, and they've been better early in games than us. So I don't think there's a real answer for it. I think you're just talking about two good hockey teams.
You guys have charged late 3 games in a row. How do you? It's one thing to say it, obviously, but how do you get the guys to come out a bit stronger early?
I think it's based on your top guys. Again, I know we keep going back to that, but if you look at how, especially their top 2 lines early in games have been really good, and we've had to sort of wade into that, and that's basically a challenge of those groups, not so much individuals, but those groups.
That part of what Darryl did in the pregame skate today, sort of to focus your guys on getting off to a better start with with the regroup drills and the neutral zone and a little extra forecheck work.
You know, we do much every day, but not really much different.
Given the success at home recently, any concern about a possible letdown?
No. No, I don't think it.
You talk about.
Sorry, you guys.
Just to say, do you foresee more minutes for Green, or are you happy with?
No, those are pretty normal minutes. Okay. If you look at it for him, he's a teen minute guy.
Can you talk about Penner so far in this postseason, and are you looking for anything in particular?
We need a bigger, heavier game out of Dustin Penner. Very simple.
Any update on Jarrett?
You know what? He's going to. He rode yesterday. Rode the bike for a few minutes, and you got to watch heart rate, and then he'll do that again today, and so it is that protocol. So is that progress? It is if it's good today. He's out at practice ring this morning. Yeah. No. He has not skated.
Darryl, how does a Clippers game mesh with Kobe and Justin? How does this game mesh?
Ask me at 10:15 or later. That's not it's really not a question I can answer. Right? They played together a little bit, played together off and on. It's not really anything to do with Kyle, right? We need them guys to step their games up.
Is there anything special that you do or extra that you do with Kopitar? Given the lack of scoring over the last 25 games, is there extra video work? Or
he's a special player. You're just wanting somebody to criticize him. You go up to him and criticize him. I don't. He's a good player, and he's a top young player, and he's playing against guys that are, for the most part, are top players too, and he gets that all the time. It's just part of it's nothing. It's part of the development of Kopi. It's not. He's a top player in the league, and just because he doesn't score doesn't mean he's not a top player.
When you look at Burns now converting to forward, I mean, what additional consideration? I mean, do you feel like he's maybe got a little more range to take chances out there, or what's changed in his game moving up front?
You get to play with Joe Thornton. That's a big change.
Since you brought up Joe, was that last game maybe the best you've ever seen him play, or is that?
No, I'm not.
Any up there?
Not since I brought him up. He's a top player in their team, and they expect him to be. I mean, he's done it every year. He's played a lot of playoff games, and he's probably been a guy they've always said that externally they expected more out of Joe. Well, he's a dominant player. It's like talking about our top centermen. In their own ways, they're dominant players. Thornton's having some success in terms of goals or assists right now, or on the ice for goals for. So whether that makes his last game any better than the game before, I don't think so. I mean, there's a reason that they've won 6 games, and there's a reason we've won 6 games.